Welcome back to NASCAR Car of Tomorrow Next Generation. Down here from Turbo Concept going on NASCAR for sure. That were today, that were last time that we seen that were already done in Talladega, Daytona, and Charlotte Auto Club. So looks like we have only 3 more to go before we have done this for sure. Let's get right here to Atlanta Motor Speedway. Hopefully it's gonna be teleporting to do this as well, and it's already worked. And for a car of tomorrow, next generation in Atlanta Motor Speedway. So looks like we have got the lap times, of course, and looks like we're gonna be spawning the car as using about 2011. So we're still absolutely using for the number 43. We're gonna be using the number 22, I guess. This is probably that I just gonna be already spawned as well. So it's time to get ourselves and prepare for an 8 laps to do this. So let's going to be using the number 21 car, and let's jump in to do this as well. Because as you can see, the car is pretty loud, as the game does not have any try to do for bug fixes today. So let's give ourselves for the acceleration. And looks like we have a little bit of power slides as well. And if he doesn't happen to see about corner cuttings as well, and this is absolutely pretty perfect on the wheels, such as NASCAR Unleashed Remastered. I'm currently using the number 21 car overall, and this is perhaps that we're going to be doing for about to do this. As we will be seeing, it has already started about for the lap times, because it looks like it has been a while that we never been to play this game 1 year ago, and of course that we already play of this game as well. So looks like we're gonna be still prepared to be ready to do this, and we just slightly make a little mistake around thing. So it's probably that must be a huge out of control and very mistakenly finishing for 1 lap. So we cannot able to be redoing just again once and for all. So it looks like we're just going to be trying again just a little bit, and because of this worst distraction whatsoever, and I'm already out of control to do this. Atlanta Motor Speedway is for something that is going to be having a little bit amount of trouble like that, and it's going to be something is a little bit worse about here. So in about of this last time that we're just going to be finishing in the car of tomorrow, we just done here in NASCAR Unleashed 2021, and now we're going to be doing for a car of tomorrow way, as we did something a little bit of amount of failure to do one thing as well. So this is going to be one big problem about this. This is going to be a little bit ruined about to do this whatsoever, and we're currently in for our lap number 4. So all you have to do is we're going to be doing 8 laps for sure, as we're beating Rainbow Dash and probably Applejack as well. So I'm still going to be pretty good on wheels and stay a little bit uptight, because around of this texture and a various amount of background stages isn't pretty exist, because this is absolutely basic thing. So we just completely get ourselves on the lap number 5. It looks like we cannot able to see around the fastest lap times as well, and that was going to be pretty obviously. And to do this, that we're pretty not sure, we have a full amount of penalties to get almost for a dead slow around of this lap time. This is a huge mistake. What about us going for the perfect one to do this without able to get there about distracting about for just this one? So it feels a little bit for dangerously to do this, and nothing is going to be following close, because that should be able to feel dangerous to do, and whatever to do. What is absolutely being a terrible mistake in turn 4, including turn number 2, and it was eventually to do for his last 2 laps to go, and then it won't be the final to do this. and the 8 laps won't be gonna be making sure that I just completely able to be surviving. And oh dear, we're just having a little bit of worse time. We have just turned into ramp drifting. Waste too many time. Unfortunately, that was a disqualification. So it looks like we cannot do this on the final lap anyways. So we didn't do anything about for this thing, as the number 21 is completely out of the race. So we have just eventually jump out of the car and despawn itself. Let's go for the number 47. And I wonder that does not get to be afflicted to spawn away as well. So that doesn't work to spawn. What about the number 64? I'm pretty sure this is gonna be alright. So here's the Toyota, I guess. Let's just get in, and we're rolling out of the sights. And looks like we haven't invalid a lap time as well. And the fastest lap times isn't going to be that much. The fastest lap is going to be 30 seconds .979 on the lap number 3. We cannot able to do this at all. That must be counted corner cut as well. We have beyond to do this inside of this thing. And because we have our something for our bad news to do this. All cars isn't going to be working right now. I'm probably not sure. All cars are not going to be doing this into this track. So let's just continue to go as well. And this is a horrifying mistake. Let's go for the final lap. And probably this isn't going to be making to this hurry for just before. And let's just be careful around of this thing, because it's not going to be alright to do this. And I'm never going to be able to be careful around at this moment. So we just let go of the throttle and lose a second. And before that, which means let's try 10 laps. And not, of course, this is going to be for the last 2 laps, because I'm probably not sure to survive 10 laps. And let's just doing for the qualifying for 10 laps to do this. Whatever we try to do, for what reason to do this, what I just probably saw. So I'm never gonna be trying to just never mind to do this by hitting the wall in turn number 2 by the end of it. So, but now that we're just a little bit touching the yellow line or the white line, we're very mad to do this as well. So this is going to be the final lap, and we're gonna be seeing the results. And if I just go across the line, then I just gonna be drifted all the way and see the final results. So it looks like we're gonna be doing a clean lap with a Toyota Camry. I'm probably very sure that isn't going to be making this thing as well. And it's all the way down, and finally we're gonna be a little bit closer, as we're doing this for just literally to do this. All 10 laps has been completed. So it looks like it's time to see the final results. But not looking up this thing as well, because I cannot control to do this when I just actually finish. We have just done for the most fastest laps 30.946, and that should be the latest lap times at probably that we just currently doing this. But there is no podium on this track inside of the infield as well. So that will be wrap up for today's video for the number 64, and probably is going to be the winner is Derek Cope as well. So don't forget to leave a like and subscribe and click that bell if you like for today's video. Thanks for watching. For all your support, and the game is linked in the description down below for the car of tomorrow, next generation. This is going to be Turbo Concept is signing off. That you just completely like of this NASCAR lap times, but I'm probably that was going to be too dangerous for you or some sort of mobile players, or only PC players could be able to do this. And I'll see you NASCAR fans all later.